Hi, welcome to another My Outdoors Tested and Reviewed. Today we're going to look at the Berghaus Changste jacket. First of all, I'm going to go through the features of the jacket, and then I'll go through how I've used it and what I've found whilst using it. So the main aspects of the Changste is that it's Gore-Tex. It's got 3 different types of Gore-Tex through the jacket. On high abrasion areas, on the shoulders and on the back, we have Gore-Tex Pack Light Plus. As the plus says, it's going to be a little bit more resistant than the Pack Light, higher denier for abrasion resistance. The rest of the body and the arms are all Gore-Tex Active Shell. That's there so that for breathability purposes, waterproof and very breathable. The other fabric that we've got in here on the cuffs, as you can see here, and on the hem, you can see that they are stretch fabrics, and they're a Gore-Tex stretch fabric. We'll talk about that in a second. Other factors of the jacket are full length waterproof zip, which unzips at the bottom too, with a pop stud to hold if required. The chest pocket waterproof zip. Other aspect is the hood. The hood is massive. I've got it compressed right down at the moment just for normal head use, but it is helmet compatible, and I'll show you that in a second. It is a Gore-Tex hybrid, and it's been designed with weight in mind. So using the stretch fabric for the hem and the cuffs. One thing that I have struggled with a little bit is this chest pocket. It has only one pocket. There is nothing on the inside for storage for any gloves or anything like that. So this is a minimalist jacket. We're talking alpine here. One chest pocket, and it's got a bit of room to it. You can see there if I put my hand to all the corners, there is a bit of room in there. It's something that I missed. I missed pockets when I was wearing this jacket. Just somewhere to put my hands. Although, as a little hack, with these fully zipped down, you can get your hands in there. And you can maybe even get to the inside pockets. But you can get in there and get a bit of heat off the body. That's saying you are then opening up the jacket to the elements if there's any kind of driving rain. But again, it's just a preference of mine to have a little bit more pockets for when I've got my shell on, for maybe swapping gloves out, anything like that, or maybe just sticking my hands in. You can see the pit zips here. They've been really useful. The pit zips are pretty big, so which obviously you can adjust size-wise to let the required amount of air in for venting. The stretch fabric, do I think it's waterproof? It's probably highly water resistant. Obviously with the running off when it's pouring, it's kind of gathering here, and you'll know yourself when you've got a waterproof jacket on, it runs off and it gets to the ends and also around the waist, and you tend to find if you've not got waterproof trousers on or waterproof gloves or anything like that, you'll find that it starts to absorb right there. I'm not sold on this stretch fabric, if I'm honest. I think it did start to absorb water quickly. I've had it out in pretty torrential conditions. The Active Shell did well. Pack Light Plus, it did well. I didn't get any sort of leakage, if you like. But the stretch fabric, it did start to absorb, so I'm not 100% sold on the stretch fabric. Fit of the jacket, it's active. It's quite slim fitted. You can see there, and every so often you'll probably see me pulling it down. That's it sitting fully pulled down. Well, as soon as I move, it'll start to ride up, and the kind of shape of my body and the shape of the jacket it doesn't return naturally. It's probably a mixture of the shape of me, the shape of the jacket, and the stretch fabric contracting. it didn't ride up when I was using it with a pack or anything like that, so it's not as if it's causing it to come up too high. It just doesn't sit full length of jacket, and especially when you go up, you see it rise as I lift my arms. Well, it just doesn't return, especially when you've got a pack on. It is slim fitting. At the moment I have a sort of thin gilet on underneath here. That's going to be about the maximum that I would wear in terms of insulation under it. This is definitely a jacket where if you're putting warmers kit on, a belay or a lunch stop or whatever, you're going to be looked at putting the jacket over the top of it, or the warm jacket over the top of it, because it's putting anything sort of bigger than a kind of micro fleece, well, maybe not micro fleece, but like a micro down or a very synthetic jacket. That's all you're going to get under here really, especially with it fitting the arms. Obviously it's a gilet, so all I've got is a kind of jumper on under here, and there's not much, so I wouldn't like to be trying to, well, I've tried to force a heavier insulation in there, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. This is the medium. I generally wear a medium, so it's not that it's too small, it's just the fit. This is an active, very slim fitting cut jacket. Obviously Berghaus, the build is good, really good, well thought out, moves well, even although it does lift a little bit, but it does move well for it being so slim fitting. Now we'll go on to the hood. The hood is hugely helmet compatible. I'm going to stretch it right out. You should see the amount of volume you've got under there. Obviously all I've got is a baseball hat on, and it opens right out. A helmet does fit under here. I have worn it with a helmet, and works really well. So there is a lot of volume in the hood, and that's why when it gets drawn in, there is so much excess. That's never caused me any issues. A little bit of whipping maybe when it's windy, but it's not a big deal. But the hood is great. So when it's open, it fits over and moves well with the head, and also as I've got at the moment. It's a case of just drawing it in, giving it a little adjust, because it's a single adjustment, so it's lined up and through here into the back, and it just allow me to speak. It just closes down on the head, and you can see there it does move with your head. Yeah, you've got a bit of excess, but I think the volume, the hood is spectacular. The volume of the hood and the way it compresses down is brilliant. It's well designed hood. So mega plus points on the hood. Overall, with the the other feature it's got is apparently a. So the other feature is that Berghaus have put in is a little vent, and it's just high up on the back there. I'll take the jacket off and I'll show you. The vent's there to allow air movement from the pit zips out the back. My issue is with it that as soon as you put a pack on, the vent's gone. It closes it up. So yeah, it's nice when no pack on and moving about. I don't know if I've ever actually felt the benefit of it, but it's a nice feature there to just allow your movement. It might just be one of those things that's there and works with the pack on, which is normally how I am when I've got this jacket on. It's not. I don't think it's a great feature. All in all, the Berghaus Changste is a solid active jacket. I think it would be a good jacket for running. I've never taken it running purely because the hood. It's probably too big. Although when so all in all, Berghaus retail this for just over £200. You can get it a little bit cheaper, I've seen online. So it is good value for the tech that you've got, for the different Gore-Tex fabrics across it. For the hood, if you need pockets, this isn't the jacket for you. That single chest pocket is a bit of a restrictor. The build of it is great. Be careful on the fit. I did wonder what it would be like if I sized it up, but then I think I would probably lose the length or struggle with the length of the sleeves and stuff. So in terms of the medium, it sits quite nicely. It is a good jacket. There's just a couple of features here and there that maybe restrict it for me. It's fit. I'm not 100% confident with it in terms of it riding up. But as a streamlined alpine jacket, light, hard wearing, well zoned and thought out, I think this is a jacket that would fit certain people's activities. It's not for everybody. This is quite a specific jacket. So with the price point of it and the features, it's one to look at carefully and look at what you plan to do whilst wearing it. That's been another My Outdoors Tested and Reviewed. Please check us out on all our social medias, and also take a look at our Patreon site. So we're trying to develop that to develop My Outdoors and what we can do. So please have a look out for that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what feedback you've got, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good winter.